Let's get
wild
wild.
With your host,
Doug Kawarko.
and Leanne Campbell. Where spirit and business align. This week, we will be building bridges in bliss and wisdom with Doug's amazing book, Breaking the Chokehold and My Wellness Tips from Blissed Out Network. Today, Doug is going to give us some wonderful feedback on his chapter with Wake Up, Shake Up, and Bake Up. Fill us in with what that can do for us. Let's enjoy him.
Awesome. All right, guys. So I just wanted to be able to dedicate today's talk, Wake Up, Shake Up, and Bake Up, to all the freedom entrepreneurs doing and have designed the life and business they love and are living their passion. So and the reason why I want to do this is because when people are in that flow state and they are living the life they love, people think they just got lucky. But what people don't see are all the painful experiences entrepreneurs, freedom entrepreneurs had to go through, all the struggle, all the rejection, all the criticism, all the empty bank accounts, lonely nights, sleepless nights. People don't see all that hard work that's gone into building their dream. And actually, entrepreneurs are heroes in my book because they work hard every day. They solve problems every day. They improve every day. They look to add value to their target market every day. And they do this even though they feel like quitting at some time. So I salute the freedom entrepreneurs who have created the income, lifestyle, and freedom they desire doing what they love. So anyhow, I'm just going to move on and just share a little bit of information about me. And I'm really excited about this podcast and that Leanne and I are putting together, because knowledge is not enough in order to make changes and achieve the life that you're looking for. But knowledge acted on, taking action, is what creates true power in someone's life, true power to determine their own destiny, true power to find their purpose and live their passion. And so we're just really excited. And that's why getting wild is so important, because people forget, they get caught up into learning, they get caught up into training, and they forget to take those uncomfortable actions of what's required to get going. And, for me and myself, I now live that everything I ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And I don't settle for what the world says is acceptable anymore. And instead, I go for what I want and what I'm capable of achieving. And it took a lot of wisdom, knowledge, but it took a lot of imperfect action, failing fast and failing forward. And I want to be able to share that a little bit, because I'm no different than maybe some of you are 3 or 4 or 5 years, for me, 5 years ago, when people would have looked at me and thought I was killing it. I had a great job, and I was had great income coming in, but there was something that I was just missing within me that needed to be unleashed. My spirit was telling me there's more gifts, there's more talents, there's more opportunities that I must share to the world. And I had to become, and I knew I was starting to explore the world of entrepreneurship. And so thus is the reason why I wrote the book, Breaking the Chokehold, and it was all about my journey in creating the income, lifestyle, and freedom I want, designing a life and business I want in the new digital economy. So it's a really exciting, good, bad, and ugly story about my life here. So anyhow, and it does have 7 simple steps, which we'll get into as Leanne indicated, and we're going to do seven great little short podcasts here for you all, and I will get into all those steps. But wake up, shake up, and bake up is step number 1, and really, everybody needs to have their own personal awakening. They have to start assessing what their life is like. Are they depressed? Are they angry? Are you frustrated with your circumstances, with your work or your career or your personal life? And if you are, the only thing that you need to be able to do is you got to start making decisions to make those changes. And I know for me, when I started to make a decision to wake up, I had this voice in my head. And if you've ever seen the movie Field of Dreams, it's when Kevin Costner travels around the United States, and he hears this voice in the back of his head telling him to go explore, to go find purpose. And he doesn't always know exactly, he can't see the clarity of his actions, but over time, because he has taken enough action, he has listened to his voice, he creates this big baseball field, and there's a big purpose for it. And the same thing goes for anybody looking to unleash their inner self, their authentic self, and find their passion and live their purpose. And I want to be able to say, just follow that inner voice, but you have to go through that wake-up call and understand who you are, where you're at, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling unfulfilled. And then you have to wake up. You have to recognize, or so you got to shake up. You may have these limiting beliefs, these fears about self-ridicule or humiliation, or not wanting to let your authentic self out or your gifts up. And you got to be able to break these, shake up these chokeholds, things that are holding you back from becoming your ultimate self. And then you have to be able to bake up. Once you know what you want and you've set your right mindset, you've got rid of fears and limiting beliefs. Well, all you need to do is set a strong reason why you need to achieve and you need to become the best version of yourself. Because with a strong reason why, that's going to get you up, wake you up in the morning with excitement, and you're going to go to bed late with enthusiasm. It's what's going to be able to propel you to become the best version, to take those actions each and every day.
Amazing. So good to be with you. And building this bridge, guys, this is 11 minutes of power that we're creating between Blissed Out Network and Zag Time. And we're both people that are raising families, and we're going out and building these bridges. Now, with me being the owner of Blissed Out Network and thriving in the community with building festivals up to 100,000 people in the crowd, I've taken myself from being a single mom, gone bankrupt, gone through so many unbelievable things, and had yoga as a foundation from the age 15. Now my breath work and discovering the inner witness is where the inner work helped me to come through many dark doors. So what I offer to the community always is to look within yourself. When I discovered the inner witness, meditating between the gap, the inhalation and the exhalation, there's a wonderful place. The mind slows down, and then you discover your inner guidance. When you discover your inner guidance, you have the ability to hear your true voice, your authentic self, which Doug talks about in his book. And it's why the divine masculine and feminine now have the ability to show up as friends in the brotherhood, sisterhood of the earth, to give you an opportunity to connect also to your spirit. So while discovering your inner witness and how I can help people go into that state is easily breathing into your belly first. When you learn how to slow down, even the excitement that Doug's got going on right beside me, I'm able to ground myself, root myself, feel it, appreciate him. And as a reflection, if we utilize these methodologies and we transform ourselves, we become greater humans here on earth. The opportunity to also grow into expansion. We're putting on festivals and being more multi-diverse and learning and shifting and holding space for where we all are is also a very big part of why we discover that inner state, that healthy state, and hold that longer. So that when we are together, we have the ability to hear each other, to see each other, to appreciate each other. And as we go through this journey of sharing with you guys every week, we want to give impact to the intensity of life, the beauty of life, and the opportunity to hold life and be in the flow. So a beautiful technique that we can utilize today in breath work is simply a belly breath. So here's one way, just to put your hands on your belly, engage the stomach, allow it to expand like a balloon. Inhale out, and then bring it back in. With all the intensity that's going on in this communication and in this power moment, you can still hold time and space for silence. And we all know that silence is golden. So take this methodology. It's very quick. Inhale and exhale with your belly. Even in those 3 breaths, we slow down, we appreciate. And then we can quickly take that inner state and jump into action and move through life. So you have the ability to master your mind. You have the ability to take the hard things that the mind can't understand or the emotions can't understand and move and groove with your dream projects. And that's what we're here to share. I'm reflecting Doug as a friend out here in BC. We had a spontaneous moment where I worked on my inner self for a very long time. I was able to find that state. And when it says do, when it says go, and when it says yes, I listen. Breathing into your belly can get you back to saying yes. Yes to life, yes to excitement, and master your mind. So with that being said, I'll bring it back to my good friend Doug. We'll lead ourselves out of this amazing 11 minutes to empower you every week. Take these little gifts, and you guys can always direct message us for more information and join the networks.
Thanks, Leanne. And, you know, in just closing, we just want to be able to help everybody. Let's rise above this chaos, right? See the bigger picture for who you are and what you're capable of, and go get it. Go get what you're after. And you will, as using the techniques that Leanne had indicated as well, about getting grounded to yourself and to your spirit and understanding your authentic self, and using the tips and techniques for comfort and for serenity, and then going through self-assessment, hardcore self-assessment as well, in designing the life and business you love, and you will become the best version of yourself.
On that note, let's get wild. A little bit more music. We're sending lots of love and kindness, building bridges. You can build same more bridges. And the more that we build bridges, the more that we rise in love. Get blissed out. And Zeg time. Let's get wild.